Let's take Wali's case. Wali got shot and left on the street. Maya's family was able to reach out to the mentor and let him know that this has happened. And he finally traces Wali to a hospital where he has been taken to, and the doctors have started treating him with a surgery. He apparently got shot in his leg and has been bleeding profusely. So, with the mentor's help and the amount of financial support he provides, Wali receives the treatment. The mentor then reaches out to Wali's family and lets them know that that the current situation of Wali is, where he is and what has happened to him. So we see the mom, the grandpa, and the uncle rushes to the hospital to look after Wali. Back home, we see Ania. She had fallen unconscious, and when all this thing happened with Wali, and so when she wakes up, she sees that her mom is not around, and she comes to the conclusion that her mom has also left her. So finally, with a lot of effort, they were able to convince her that no, mom has had to be with Wali because he fell sick and had to be hospitalized. That's the only reason she's not around. It has nothing to do with her. And then when Samir's situation gets into the fore and the family gets to know about it, the father rushes to the police station along with his police friend to release Samir. Samir gets beaten up by the cops and who kind of reprimands him for drugging himself at an age where they should be studying and are not attending parties and not definitely not doing drugs. So he comes to the realization, although he's under the influence of drugs, but we see that Samir has realized his mistake and he's very scared that what is going to happen when his parents get to know about it. So when his father comes to the police station to kind of like take him back home, initially he's very scared and is unable to move also. But we see the dad, he kind of like, forgoes everything and immediately hugs him and, quite peacefully brings him back home. Back home, the mom is first concerned that if the cops had beaten him or if he's hurt, and then he also slaps him hard for lying to her and for doing such a thing. But we see that Samir's dad intervenes and tells the family to back off and kind of extricates Samir from that situation. And then later on, he tells the family that stuff like this always happens with youngsters, and there's no reason to exaggerate the matter or talk more about it. I'm sure he has realized his mistake, and it will not be repeated. And it will definitely help if the family doesn't talk about it either. So we see this uncle who kind of plays God in this case, and then protects his son, and by that he tries to protect the family. And this also helps Ania to come to a realization because she overhears all this conversation. She draws a parallel between her and Samir's case. Back in US, she had also drugged herself, and definitely her dad and mom did not react the way Samir's parents are reacting. They blamed her, or she thought they blamed her because they immediately, packed lock, stock, and barrel and moved to Pakistan. And she had to go through all this trauma, and she felt that all of this is her fault. But here you see that when Samir does a similar mistake, the father protects him and actually kind of like makes it very normal that kids in this age go through these kind of things. It's no point being extra harsh on them, and it's not their fault because परवरिश घर पे जरूर होती है, but बाहर भी they get a lot of influence. They get influenced by their friends, others that they interact with, and mistakes do happen. So it's okay. So, for the first time in her life, Ania learned that it's okay to commit a mistake like this and it's not the end of the world. So, you see that maybe Ania got her closure as well. So, this is how all of the tracks gets their, sort of happy ending, you know, quite quickly and easily. And in Wali's end, we get to know why Wali did not want to hand over the phone because he thought this was something that his grandpa gave him and he wanted to protect it with all his might. Um, and then when the grandpa said that, why don't you move back with us? Enough is enough. Been through a lot. You've proven yourself that you're capable of living alone, but now it's time for you to come back home, maybe. Wali refuses, saying that I still haven't made a name for myself. I'm still not, I haven't discovered myself. So I will definitely come back home when I know who I am. So we see that the family kind of understands that and lets him be or take his own decision here. So I felt like, Pervarish kind of exposed all the problems and like give us this heart attack sort of in one episode. And then next episode, suddenly we found all the cures. Everything settled down and found all the cures. So it was a quick, peak and a quick ebb for all the things that we have been seeing, all the build-ups that we have been seeing over these few episodes so far.